Welcome to Sacred Wandering with Kira Brinton. My friend, this is a corner of the world where time stops, where the noise in our minds quiet, where we have soft hearts and we open our palms and we ask. This is a place where we receive. I invite you to join me as we wander through the sacred together. Welcome to Sacred Wandering. Good morning, my love. I sit with you today in the deepest place of reverence and gratitude. I just did the most beautiful blessing with God that I'm actually going to turn into a meditation for you. It was so beautiful. It was a blessing to clear out fear and doubt. It was a blessing to step into power and faith. And I feel it. I feel different in my body. And so I'm really excited to have received that this morning. And as always, just very grateful for this practice. It is a practice that fuels my life. It is a practice that strengthens my feet. And it is a practice I'm grateful to share. So today, let's begin just by taking a nice deep breath in. And we're going to breathe all the way down, out the soles of our feet, cleaning, cleansing, clearing our system. We're going to breathe in again. And out. And today we're just going to begin with this beautiful visualization. I want you to imagine this golden honey nectar. It is for me the Divine Mother's love. And we're going to breathe it through the body, and it's going to move all the way down to the soles of our feet. And we're going to allow it to move into our being. So anywhere in our body that does not feel loved, we're going to allow this nectar to move. And the reason why I always see it as nectar is if you were to pour honey nectar into any sort of cavity, do you see how it would move to the very edges and the barriers and the borders of it? And that's why I bring in the Divine Mother's love with that visualization, because I want this divine love to permeate every corner of the body. So we're going to breathe that love in. And as you breathe out, I want you to feel this honey nectar just moving down through the body. We're just going to ask that this divine love may encompass every square inch of our being, allowing us to feel loved. Every part of us, our greatness, our brilliance, our wounds, our pain. And then today, I'm going to read to you a message that I received. I received this message on a day when I was deep in the struggle. And these are the words that God gave me. Peace be upon you, my child. I am so proud of you. You will not fall. You will not disappoint. Walk with me all day today. Never close your ears. Instead, receive. Receive my love. Receive. This path is filled with miracles. This path is filled with wonder. This path is filled with delight. And this path is filled with the deepest levels of destruction. And it is because the old must be destroyed. But in the presence of the old being destroyed, it feels as though we are being destroyed. And that is why we meet with God, to clear off the fear, the doubt that arises in the moments of destruction and the destruction of the patterns that have kept you small, the patterns that have kept you from being who God has called you to be. And so, yes, you will feel like you are being destroyed because pieces of you are. Allow God to peel them back. Allow God to run. Hold on, let me hear what is being said. Allow God to rub away the old skin and to activate the new growth. For now is a time where we awaken to the presence of God, not just in one little moment of our day, not just if we're in a holy place, but within every second of every day, may we awaken to the co-creation with God Himself. And so today, as we go into prayer together, I invite you to place into God anything and everything that doesn't serve you, whatever you are struggling with, whatever burden has been on you. And we're going to lift it up with the palms of our hands. And we're going to put it into God. We're going to ask God to transfigure it into the frequency of miracles, that we may arise in the wonder, that we may arise in the peace. We're going to breathe in and we're going to breathe out. We're going to ask that God will touch our cells, that our cells may match a new blueprint, the blueprint of the growth that we are here to have, the blueprint of the miracles that we desire and seek, the blueprint of the vision that God has given us. Then take a nice deep breath in, letting your cells match this new pattern. And we're going to ask that in this energy, God places His hands on our head, that in this energy, we meet with God, and the law of magnification that God is activated, that this place of peace, this place of faith, this place of trust, this becomes activated by God's law of magnification. And then we ask for a blessing. We ask for the words that we need today. We ask for the visions that God has prepared the way. And I'm going to be quiet while you pray. Take a nice deep breath in. Now write whatever came to you into your prayer book. And now we're going to sit with our palms open, and we're going to ask, what is the number one most important action you need me to do today, God? Then we're going to ask our angels to help us take this action. We're going to ask that our angels will open up the pathways of miracles, that we may breathe miracles into existence simply by the faith that pulses through our beings. Wrapping you in the deepest place of love today. I thank you for wandering into the sacred with me, and I will meet you tomorrow morning in our prayer corner. Thank you, my love, for wandering into the sacred with me today. It is always an honor to hold this space for thousands of us to gather daily in sacred devotion. If you feel called to deepen this practice and join me live, I invite you to be a part of the Sacred Wandering Circle, a private, intimate space where we share our daily blessings in a Facebook group and gather once a month for a live 1-hour session. We come together to bless the body, to pray, and to receive. There is so much power when we unite with others who hold the sacred sacred. If your heart is nudging you, you can find the link in the show notes. And remember, you don't need anyone to help you hear God. You are the conduit. God speaks directly to you. And your prayer corner, it lives within you always.